Lando Norris took the lead of the Drivers' Championship by taking the lead of the race into turn one. Well, he did start on pole position, but yeah, it was a drama-filled Mecha Grand Prix. Don't know why it went from Spanish to French there, but tell you what, pardon the French. What the fuck what happened in that Grand Prix? Welcome back to Fog Racing. It's F1 2025. It's the Mexican Grand Prix. And what a crazy race, man. Turn one, you've got both Ferraris, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris. It looked like there was going to be a four-way pile-up. Hamilton could have hit Norris, the Ferraris could have hit Verstappen nearly ended up in the wall. People just decided to cut the corners. Honestly, I totally agree with the likes of Hamilton and George Russell on that. Because what happens is Mexico essentially allows for you to risk it all, and then it doesn't pay off, and then you can just rejoin kind of about where you were. Like normal other tracks, right? If Max Verstappen tries this manoeuvre, he's out the race because he's either getting beached or he's smashing straight into a wall. But because of this, he was allowed to do it. Leclerc, literally, right, cuts the corner and is able to rejoin in second. Hamilton takes the corner and ends up getting shafted. I mean, Verstappen did let him back through, and then Verstappen will get to the wee lap 6 battle in a minute. But yeah, I mean, from a Norris perspective, he can say, well, you know what, I actually rejoined. People let me back through, and I kept first. But Leclerc literally cut the track and kept stayed ahead of Hamilton, guys. It's honestly like the Stewarts just forgot this. So anyway, crazy. I think Lance Stroll got tapped round on lap 1 as well. Liam Lawson came in for a new wing, almost ran over a few stewards, which was pretty intense. But then lap 6 happened, right? So Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen goes for an overtake. Hamilton kind of gets forced off but stays on the track. Max then flies off the track, tries to let Hamilton back through. Hamilton late breaks it, locks up. Then instead of taking the escape route, just decides to cut all the track. And then at this point, Max is all over the place, and he's been left like 5 seconds behind Hamilton. Berman overtakes him, Russell's off the track, you've got Antonelli in there, you've just got like all these cars doing all these things, Piastri's having a sniff, Shinoda, just fucking crazy. And at this point, this essentially gifted Lando Norris and Leclerc all the breathing room they needed. Now, to be honest, I mean, you look at Lando Norris and you just see he was going to win the race anyway, but this is what got Leclerc second place, because as you see, Verstappen finished right on his ass and very easily could have overtook him. But yeah, a load of drama there. We then saw pit stops. It quickly became a 2 versus a 1. The 1 was obviously the way to go because Norris finished with a 1, Leclerc did a 1, Verstappen did a 1. Ollie Berman finishing P4, Piastri P5, decent recovery drive in the end, I guess you could say, from him. But at the same time, you get beat by Ollie Berman. I don't think that's acceptable. I mean, Ollie Berman literally started behind you, Oscar Piastri. There's no excuses for that. Like, as good as this recovery drive can look, if he finished P4, you've got to say fair play, but you literally get beat by a Haas who started behind you. I think the Mercedes, and I mean, you take out the Mercedes and Hamilton tripping over each other, would Piastri really be finishing that high up? Now, to be fair, Piastri did overtake the Mercedes, but slow pit stops and things like that resulted in that. Ocon 9th, Bortoletto 10th. The FSC drama at the end kind of robbed us of drama on the last lap. You also had Alonso pretty much retire because he let Lance Stroll through. Who blames the guy? But yeah, folks, Lando Norris won the Mexican Grand Prix. It leaves the standings like this. We've got a new championship leader. Lando Norris sits with 357 points. Oscar Piastri sits with 356 points, so he's a point behind, and then a further 35 points behind Piastri we've got Verstappen. So 36 points covers the top 3, but a point covers the top 2. Max keeps it alive because I was watching the second half of the race in and out of work and with no commentary, so I didn't really know what was going on, but there was a point where I looked and Max was 9th, and I just assumed he got a penalty for all the stuff with Hamilton, but he didn't. And yeah, guy did a 1 against the 2 at work. It looked like Max was going to pick up like 2 points, and he's ended up picking up 15. So fair play to him. Keeps it alive. That's what we want. It. Till next time. Peace.